Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about a little thing called common replacement parts. An example of a common replacement part is a flame sensor. Right there, that's a flame sensor. Flame sensors read flame, which comes out of there. Once it reads the flame, it tells the circuit board, hey, we've got flame, we can keep the burners running. If it doesn't have flame, it cuts them off, because it thinks there's just raw gas pouring into the heat exchanger, and that can cause explosions. Now, over time, what can happen with flame sensors is they can build up this little oxidation kind of thing. It's white and crusty looking, it's gross, and what that does is it impedes, big word, impedes flame signal, and that tells the circuit board there's no flame when there is flame. This is a common thing that occurs on all kinds of furnaces and all kinds of places. It's not unheard of, and a lot of calls, probably 25% of them, end up being something related to flame rectification, either because of the igniter or the flame sensor. Now, you would think it would be kind of an important thing to be able to get to a flame sensor, service it, clean it, change it out, do all that sort of thing. So most manufacturers put it in a place where you can get to it. So you can service it, pull it out, and do whatever you have to do, or ultimately replace it if need be. One way of servicing it and pulling it out would be to use a, depending on what size screw, nut driver. Typically either 1/4 inch or 5/16. In this case, like all screws on this beautiful piece of equipment, it's 1/4 inch. See, I can spin it and go left and right and go around in circles, and it works. Now, I need to use that here, but I can't. You know why? Because the flue collector is right below it. In addition, the gas valve has a little 2 elbows going into it from over here, which conveniently blocks it so that anybody, except for an elf, can't get their hands in there to actually service the damn thing. So the first thing you're going to want to do is pull this, and pull the gas valve out of the way just to get to that little dinky sensor back there, just to get your nut driver in and get it out. But even after you've pulled that gas valve out, you see that protruding black box there? You wonder, why is that there? Who put that there? Well, that's the flue collector, and for some reason they decided to ramp it up just below so that even this little stubby screwdriver, which can save you in so many situations, has no ability to impact this one at all. So let's just forget about that and say, you know what, we're gonna default to the other option, the good old trusty wrench. Open end box. And you know what, this one's so nice because it has a ratcheting thing on the back of it, so I don't have to worry about having to get in there and do this, you know, get it around there and twist and then push back and then twist, and then meanwhile you're hitting this and your hand's bleeding and you're questioning every life decision you've ever made just to change a flame sensor. So, you know what? Let's try the ratcheting thing and see what that does. Try and fit it around that nut there. Oh no, it's so close to the flame sensor that this fat end here won't get around it because it hits the ceramics. So now you can't do anything. What are you gonna do? Well, I'll tell you what you're gonna do. You're going to pull this burner, this thing right here, this gas valve, you're going to yank all that out of there. You're going to pull it all out, and you're going to leave it all exposed so you can barely get your hand in there. And then you're going to take this end, and you're slowly going to ratchet it like 1 turn, 1 turn, 1 turn. And you'll do that for 5 or 10 minutes, all the while questioning every choice you've ever made to get you to this position. And finally, you'll get it out. And then you can clean it. And hopefully, when you're done cleaning it, you can put it back in. And pray to God that it works after that, because otherwise you might have to change it. And you'll spend 45 minutes changing out a flame sensor. Just something to be aware of on beautifully made Luxair furnaces, which are designed basically that if you do encounter a situation where a flame sensor isn't reading correctly, you might as well just replace the whole furnace, because you're going to spend less time doing it. Thanks for watching, everybody.